Hello, hello, hello. We are
All right.
live. It's
Good
it's
evening. Good
25
evening.
days of financial boost. It's our mid-year reset, and the goal of the mid-year reset is to help us to change our financial trajectory positively towards the end of the year. So I have with me Charity. Charity,
Yeah,
how are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you, ma'am. And how's your day been?
I have done what I did yesterday, where I reduced the volume and I could not hear, but I've
Oh, sorry.
corrected it now. So now I can hear you.
All right. So I say how I'm
And see the way you're
fine.
shining.
How's your
Can you hear
day
me?
been? I can hear you clearly.
Are
I
we
can hear
together?
you. Yeah,
Are we
can you hear
together?
me?
If you can hear, please let me know you can hear. Please comment. I'm here. I can hear you. Let me know your name and that you are here. You can hear me. Charity, I really cannot hear you. I thought it was my audio, but I still can't hear you even after I did the adjustment. So let me do
Really? But
something else. Let me increase all the volume. Are you still talking to
um,
me? Oh, yeah, now I
yes,
can hear you.
you can hear me
Uh-huh.
now.
Loud,
Me,
very, very, very loud now, Steph. Yeah, you're shouting. Eh? Don't shout.
okay.
I know it's because you thought that I did not hear you. That is why you were shouting. But now that I
Yeah.
can hear you, you don't need to shout anymore. You see, rich people don't shout. Those
Yes.
of us that were very rich like this, we don't shout. So Ah, what a day. Hello, everyone. Today is Thursday. And if you have been following us from Monday, welcome again. I'm trying to I'm trying to connect to the internet and go live on what do you call it on my Instagram page as well. But we're currently live on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube is where the real action is. But if you're joining us from Facebook, let me know your name and where you're watching from. And if you are joining on YouTube, please go ahead and also let me know your name and where you are watching from. I am about to go live on YouTube as well, finally. It's not been it's not been the most convenient. I mean, on Instagram. I want to go live on Instagram. I was trying to position my phone. That's why I delayed things. But now that I got my phone in the right position, we shall go live now. Okay, so our topic for today is today. Today we are discussing a topic that I really, really like. The topic we are discussing today, the topic we are discussing today is how to prevent family obligations from destroying your
Francis.
finances. How to prevent family obligations from destroying your finances. How to prevent family obligations. You see this thing called responsible children. Responsible children in Nigeria, responsible children in Africa tend to have financial difficulty because they are so responsible to everybody. So, our conversation today in our mid year reset, which is to help us balance out our finances, is how to manage this family, how to ensure that these family obligations, being a responsible child, does not destroy your finances. That is what our conversation goal is. And I have on Facebook and YouTube Charity. You will hear our voice on Instagram, but you will not see our face. But just like you hear from God without seeing him, he's still a powerful God in our life. So shall the voice of Charity be very powerful in your ears. I am Tokwe Mark Odige. I'm the CEO of Rep 360. a platform for wealth creation and people empowerment. Hey, let me know your name. Let me know your name. Comment your name
Right.
and where you're watching us from. Charity is our head of operations in Rep 360. She is a responsible daughter. And when I say responsible, I mean she is carrying financial responsibilities. Hello, if you are also a financially responsible person, put in my comment, I am financially responsible. That is, you are taking care of parents, you're taking care of siblings, you're taking care of uncles and aunties. Just put it in the comment. I am a financially responsible, and let us now tell ourselves, how can we ensure that these family obligations don't destroy our finances? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, someone on YouTube is saying, a big thank you to TMO for being such a good vibe to all. I do my best. I do my best. You see, this life can be stressful. And because we know that life can be stressful, what do? We focus our attention on the things within our control. And your joy is a gift from the Holy Spirit. Your happiness can be based on things happening around you, but your joy, 100% a gift from the Holy Spirit. And I'm grateful to God for the spirit of joy. So no matter how tired or stressful or busy I am, I show up here looking pretty. Charity, you can't find what you find there. It's a good thing, though. You are somebody's prayer
It's not.
point, so you are the answer to somebody's prayer. We thank God for his faithfulness. All right. Nikki
Yes.
says, I am financially responsible. Omo, Nikki, it is well with you because when you are financially responsible like this, it means that you are also carrying the financial weight of family members, and it can be a tough place to be at. Really, really tough place to be at. So, in starting off the conversation, Charity, what has your experience been as a financially responsible, as a financially responsible daughter? How has it been like? Are you a first daughter, last daughter, middle daughter?
Uh, all right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Charity from Rep 360, as Tiamo has said, the head of operation and procurement. All
Mm.
right. I'm the first daughter in my family and the oldest
Wow.
now. Yes.
Wow.
I used to be the third child, but I lost my two elder ones, so I'm the oldest now. So there's really responsibility on my head. All right. So family is a good thing, right? But
Of
you
course.
have to you have to be conscious of what you are doing so
Mm.
that your finances will not be will not they will not drain you.
Mm.
All right. So starting from it's really is a weight upon me, like seriously. As a first daughter, I have my parents, they are age 80, 86, and 70, 75. Yeah. So the responsibility is really huge. Before now, what I do, when they ask, I just give. When they ask, I just give. Even my aunties, my relatives, when they ask, please, Charity, I need so amount of money. Because of the person I am, I'm very emotional and soft. I don't like seeing anybody going through stuff, so I just help. But after doing that, I will now find myself now being the one in lack, which is not good. So I had to, with she's a financial coach. All what she has been teaching us, saying I had to bring myself to order.
Mm.
So what I now plan doing, or what I've been doing for some time now, after I receive my salary, I have budget for family expense. Once I exhaust that, I don't do again. After
Mm.
all, I'm not their only child. I have siblings. Even though they are not well to do as I am, right? We should contribute. That will also help me and help
Mm.
my head to be calm. So what I do, once I receive my salary, it might be funny, but it's really heavy. House strength is there, their feeding is there, their medical bills are there. So it's not easy. It's not really easy. Once I
Thank
receive
you
my
so much.
salary,
I like what you said. Let me pause you on what you have said. So, the charity has been explaining to us the financial responsibility associated with being the first daughter with aged parents. And thank you for talking about how many of us are guilt tripped. I'm soft, I'm responsible, but your softness, your emotional nature, and responsibility is contributing to can be destroying finances for many people because
yes,
they have your mumu button. They know how if they tell you, my pikin, my sister, things are going wrong, you end up not thinking through the decision, and the person that is giving ends up being broke. And the Bible did not say, the idea of give and you shall receive, pressed down, shaking together, running over. And I know there's always the scripture around giving. Oh, giver shall never lack. And the hand of the giver is always up. There are many proverbs that people use to support giving. But one of the things that I have found out is that in the Nigerian context, in the African context, many people that give without wisdom end up in lack if they are not careful. So
yes,
Charity mentioned what she started doing, which is what I expect everyone to start doing, is have a budget and allocate a percentage of your budget to family responsibilities. And she said she's disciplined about her budget for family responsibility, that she never, once it finishes, she'll tell you until next month. Now, how easy has it been to stick to your allocation when people around you, especially family members, are having difficulty?
all right. It hasn't been easy anyway, but I have to stick to what have budgeted, because by doing that, if I don't stick to it, I will not be the one begging other people, which is
Hmm.
you will not be the one begging. You might even go and borrow because of
Hmm.
family, which is not advisable. Because when you borrow money, you are not able to pay. You will be the one they will drag. While there are some here, they are relaxing. You are
Hmm.
bearing that shame and pain. So it's not advisable for you to borrow money or because of family issues or relatives. It's not
Hmm.
advisable. The budget you've
Honestly,
already
thank you for taking us to that borrowing money for family members. So something happened in my husband's office, and I know that I've shared this story with you before, Charity. You know that one of my husband's staff drank sniper. Did you remember the story?
yes, I
My
do.
husband's staff, after the close of work, everybody had gone home. He drank sniper because he was owing so many banking apps, because he was a financially responsible son. He was owing so many people. He's the one paying house rent, paying his younger one's school fees. And this is a young guy that is just starting out in life. But he said he was owing official bank loan. He had maxed out his salary allowance loan. That means he has borrowed so much money from the company against his salary. They did not allow him to borrow money again. And on top of that, the loan apps were now sending embarrassing messages to all his schoolmates, to all his friends, that he's owing money and he's being irresponsible. This was a few years back. Thankfully, they have stopped that thing where loan apps will start sending indiscriminate messages to all your contacts that you are owing money. And that was how, after all of his colleagues left, he was just so fed up with life. He carried sniper and drank, and he almost unalived himself. I remember that after he drank the sniper, because he was owing so much money, he now called another of his colleagues that, I'm so sorry, just apologize to my parents and to Mr. Mark on my behalf. I just drank sniper. Thankfully, that colleague was not too far from the office. She turned back, rushed into lawsuit. They gave him activated charcoal, poured the stomach. He didn't, thank God he did not die. He didn't lose his life, but he attempted to. He attempted to take his life because he was owing so much money and he was not living large. He was owing those money due to financial pressure from family members. You will not believe it that even after that situation happened, less than few months after, he still came back to the office to borrow money because he said the rent of his parents' house where he lives is due. And the parents were still on his case, like they were on his case. So the challenge, the pressure of family obligation is not just about the putting people in debt. It is making people get into depression. It is making people feel unfulfilled with life. It is also the fact that when you are dealing with heavy financial pressure, your joy is limited. You can't be happy because you are carrying not just your weight. It's like a human being carrying the weight of 5 people on him or herself. It is heavy and it shows up in health and in quality of life. So I like when you mentioned don't borrow money for family obligations, because that suicide attempt just flashed through my head. And it's such a sad situation to be at. If you're just joining us, we're discussing how to prevent family obligations from destroying your finances. We're streaming on YouTube, and I have with me Charity. We're having this conversation together, and that's because I've known Charity now for almost 5 years, and Charity is a very responsible daughter. And when I say very responsible, I mean every shishi she has, it goes to family before she can take care of herself. And it is a burden that she had to learn how to manage. So I felt it was very appropriate for her to join this conversation to talk through her own personal story. And if you have your own personal story, please drop it in the comments. If you are a financially responsible child and you are feeling the weight, drop it in the comment. I am financially responsible. It is heavy, because sometimes it just helps to unburden and share. And before we finish this live, we'll be giving you tips to help you manage. One of the things Charity said has helped her to manage these family obligations from destroying her finances is that she puts in a percentage of her salary for family, and she never goes beyond that percentage. How easy that has been, she will tell us. I have a comment from YouTube. Fasonya Margaret says, I've learnt my lesson when all the people I have helped are now landlords and landladies. Wahoo. And you, the helper of others, you don't own a plot of land. You are busy helping everybody. You don't own your own. They are using you. Do you remember the film by Funke Akindele? Did anybody watch the latest film by Funke Akindele that she released December last year? I'm trying to remember. What's the title of that film? What's the title?
I've not seen that. I think I explain this situation. Monica, the movie Monica.
Monica too can explain it. Monica is another movie that the financial obligations of Monica's family was impoverishing her until she broke free. Thank you. Behind the scene, Walemzi, let me know your name and where you're watching from. Thank you, Walemzi, for giving me the answer to that question. So behind the scene, this young sister was taking care of her senior sister. Her senior sister built shopping complex, was building. Her senior sister was collecting money from her to build. And was lying to her that it's for school fees, it's for health challenges. And this girl was going through a whole lot. She had lupus and she was working so hard despite having lupus. And her younger ones were living off her. That's the story of behind the scene. They were living off her. They were impoverishing her. Even though she had enough money to take care of them, the weight was not money. It was the emotional weight of having to be the one everybody keeps coming to. So this conversation of family obligation is not just about the fact that you don't have money. You can have a lot of money, but yet the financial obligations of you having to be taking care of everybody, the weight is heavy. Thank you for highlighting the story of Monica. So the movie, is it movie? I'll call it YouTube film. The YouTube film, Monica, was a film that was very, it was very eye-opening. The painful part about Monica was the fact that these people she was suffering for did not even appreciate the suffering. Charity, have you ever experienced that?
No, funny enough, I've never, no. I've never
Mm,
experienced it. I haven't. And my
yeah.
parents, they are very grateful and appreciative. Yeah.
Mm. So, Pastor yeah, Margaret was saying the weight is heavy, and the people you are doing it for mostly don't see or feel it, because there's also the assumption that they feel you have. And since you have, why are you not? Why are you complaining about helping them? That God has blessed you so that you can bless this family, which happened with Monica. If you remember, they felt entitled. Remember,
Yeah.
is the story of in the movie, her younger brother was going to start a business, and the younger brother's girlfriend was feeling like, like I'm entitled to you, I'm entitled to the bed, I'm entitled to everything. You should not be here. It's such a touching story. And being that we find ourselves as salespeople, we are selling real estate, we meet tons of people online that are struggling to pay for property because majority of their money is going to taking care of families. So now I want us to go into sharing tips that would help people to ensure that family obligations do not destroy their finances. Charity.
All right. Number one tip, have a budget for family expense. That when you exhaust that, you are, in short, when they come, I don't have. It's not a crime. Because if you don't stick to your plan, you will be the one to fall into problem. So learn to say no. Learn to say no. That's one. Then two, try and invest. Invest in landed property, or you can buy shares. There are so many investments that you can do. Yes. Another bullet
So,
point again. Yes.
no, I like the let's talk a bit about the shares and the investment. So the first point is point number one. And if you are getting value, please share this video, share it with anybody that you know is dealing with family financial obligation. Share this video in your family WhatsApp group so that they would listen and stop finishing you with financial pressure. Some of them will feel like you're trying to send me a message, but send it into the family WhatsApp group. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are currently watching us on YouTube. And if you are not, go to our YouTube page. That's where you will see Charity's beautiful face, because Charity's camera is on YouTube right now. Rep 360 TV is where we are. Subscribe, like, and share. First point is allocation. Have a percentage allocation. And if on Instagram, please like. I'm not seeing all the love. Why are you not loving up on us? Are we not looking amazing? Are we not sharing so much value? Please comment and thumbs up, like, share. All of those things go a long way in adjusting that the algorithm will push us more. So please do that. Thumbs up, like, and share. The first thing Charity shared as a solution to preventing family obligations from destroying your finances is for you to put a percentage allocation for family and never exceed it. If you have allocated every month, I spend 20,000 naira on family members, I will not pass that money. If you are uncle, auntie, brother, sister, you fall into this 20,000 naira, they pass them. And if there is any month where there is no financial obligation, I doubt it. Let's just say that there is a month there is no financial obligation. Carry that money into the next month, because if you don't have financial obligation in let's say in June, By July, they can come double dose. So prepare and save up the family budget for them. Let them have it because it is good to give. It's a blessing to give. And God has blessed us to be a blessing to our environment. So I'm not here to say don't take care of your family. No, I'm an only child and I take care of my parents. I try my best to take very good care of my parents as an only child. However, I know that if I'm not careful, nothing will be kept aside. I won't be able to have financial structure or growth in my life. So I need to have budget allocation and stick to it. Point number 2 is invest in your future. Don't say because there is responsibility, every money that comes, you used to take care of everybody. There's no investment. Bringing me back to the movie Monica. Monica did not buy machine. She no gree rent shop. Every money is family, family, family. There's this statement that our mother used to say, na me be Pepe, na me be, what was it?
Na me be salt, na me be
Yeah,
pepper.
na me be salt, na me be Pepe, for the family, because it just sounds funny, but some of you are the salt and pepper of the family, and yet you are hungry. Your family are enjoying your salt, they are enjoying your pepper, but you are hungry, you have no plans for the future. The second point is to prevent your family obligations from destroying your finances, you need to have a budget for investment that goes beyond anything. Like the moment I get my salary, the moment I make any money, I must put aside money for investment. Because if I don't put aside money for investment, what happens is that the money will come and go and I have nothing to show for it. So I want to type invest. If you are watching and following, type number 2, invest. Number 2, invest. Number 1, you budget. Have allocation for family. Number 2, invest first. Not family first, though. Family first is important, but your money, when it comes to money, after your type, pay your future self. Invest first. I'm waiting for people to type invest, invest, invest. Type it, invest. Number 2, invest. Number 2, invest. Put it in the comments. Number 2, invest. Now, Charity, what is number 3?
Number 3, separate need from want.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Charity, that is so, so important. Separating needs from wants is so important because you can be making sacrifices for your family's needs and they use the money for wants. You give money sacrificially. You giving the money, you're not buying clothes for yourself. You give your family money thinking they want to use it for health challenges or for food, and they go and buy clothes. They go and buy shoe. The kind of shoe that are working cannot wear. Your dependents, your younger sisters, younger brothers, they are looking finer than you. They are buying new shoes and new clothes. When you are doing the work, you cannot afford to take the money out because you are so financially responsible to them. So you need to do number 3, separate the needs from wants. Separate the needs from wants. What are your family needs? What do your family need? What do they want? They want a new TV. They want a new AC. They want a new bed sheet. They want to paint their house. Those are wants. What they need, medicine. Your parents need their medicine. Your parents need health checkup. Your parents have needs that are different from wants. Your families have needs different from wants. Your family don't need Asoebi money. Let me tell you a true life story. I was coaching somebody, and in my conversation with him, because he's owing money, I asked him, why are you owing this money? He said, my dad lost someone and he cannot go for burial without having cash. Listen, his dad is going for a burial and he borrowed money to give his dad cash. So his dad can spray money and look like a big boy based on his own debts. His dad bought souvenir to share and branded the souvenir. That is not a need. He say, my dad is the firstborn. It will not look nice for my dad not to take care of, to show up at the burial and show up well. And I was like, no way. Family obligations have been destroying many people. Some of you, your biggest problem is your lack of self-control with family obligations and your inability to separate wants from needs. Point number 3, you need to help your family separate what they want from what they need. You are not meant to fund what they want. You are meant to fund what they need. Not until you have surplus and you are in abundance can you begin to fund people's wants. Your job, you know what your job is? It is to essentially cover what they desperately need. They have to need it desperately. Point number 3, separate their needs from their wants and understand that you are going to support them on the things they need, not on the things they want. And it's extremely important you get this. That's point number 3. Charity, next point.
Point number 4, don't use loan money to solve family problem. Don't borrow money to solve their problem.
Oh my God, this one is too important. And many people are falling into this trap. Many people have borrowed money to solve family problem. I'm not saying it's entirely a bad thing. If you have ever borrowed money to solve family problem or deal with family obligation, just put it there. I have. I want to see your comments. I've borrowed. Let me know how many people here are being honest or how many of you are not being honest with yourself. You know the truth in your heart, but type it. Let me even get an idea. How many of you have borrowed money to solve family financial responsibility, financial obligation? How many of you have borrowed money? Because point number 4 is that you should never borrow money for family obligations. And I know it is not easy because sometimes this pressure will come. Oh, Fasonya said she has borrowed. This responsibility will come. It will be like life and death if you don't borrow. But guess what? When you don't borrow, they don't die. In most cases, which is why point number 4 is to separate wants from needs. Because if you cannot borrow, you cannot turn yourself into money. Never ever borrow to deal with financial obligations. Family obligations are family obligations. You mustn't borrow to solve it. And like Oluwole says, I cannot do that. I will never borrow money for family obligations. Never, ever, ever. If you've done it in the past, don't do it anymore because your finances are being destroyed by your inability to say no to family obligations. You must learn how to say no. You must learn to say no. I know it's still part of our points later on, but listen to me and listen good. Point number 4, never, ever, ever borrow money for family obligations. Don't do it. Next point.
Next point, create boundaries early. Have a standard. Create boundaries early and have a standard that you maintain that standard. Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. But when they come, they ask. They know that you have said no, you will not do it. You already said that principle that this is what I stand for. I don't have. I will not go extra mile because of you or because of that. No, you already have a standard. You create boundaries that you will not go beyond a certain situations. No, you've already created boundaries around there. There are principles. You maintain that. That when they come, no, I'm not doing. Learn to say no. Not always when they come, you say, okay, I will try. Okay, I'll give you some time. No, don't put yourself under pressure. So create boundaries.
Thank you so much for that. So point number 5 is for you to create boundaries and stick to it. Boundaries. Point number 5 is what? Boundaries. If you are typing, type it down. Boundaries. I have boundaries. I have financial boundaries. Today, we are talking about how to prevent family obligations from destroying your finances. And that is because in this mid-year reset, as we are counting down to the end of the year, the growth that I see you achieving, the great achievements you will have this year, for you to achieve it, you need to learn to say no. You need to have boundaries. Boundaries mean, do you know that I've heard stories where somebody said a sibling was like, and you bought yourself a new phone, and I'm asking you for money. You did not send me money, but you bought yourself another phone. That's lack of boundaries. If a family member can come and meet you, your younger sister, in this case, a younger sister came to tell the older one that, how can you be buying? You say you don't have money to help me, but you bought a new phone. That is to say, sell your phone and take care of my financial needs. That's lack of boundaries. That's lack of boundaries. Boundaries is that they know that this my sister, this my brother have a budget, and they'll even come and meet you. They'll be like, auntie, this or uncle, this I have a need for money. I hope you have not exhausted your budget for the year. I mean, you have not exhausted your budget for the month. That is them respecting your boundaries, because they understand the fact that you have boundaries, and in respecting that boundary, they honor you. They honor you because you're making sacrifices for them. And it's important to put in those boundaries to ensure that you are not insulted. Family members insult in-laws, like insult. There are scenarios where family members have begged for money so much that the husband or the wife is now insulting the family members because he feels like all the things, every time people are always begging for money, because they didn't put boundaries in place. Even you don't make your family member become embarrassed by the fact that you paint them beggars. And if you're constantly begging, you will receive insults. Boundaries, very, very key. Next point, Charity.
All right. The next point is try and teach them, empower them, those that need to acquire skill. You can register them. Maybe we have so many skills. There's tailoring, there's carpentry, mechanic, that we help them to empower them. They will not be coming to you to ask for money all the time. And it will also help to relieve you when they are being empowered.
Charity, you not mention they should become realtors. Tell them to become realtors. Tell them to become realtors. Let them start selling and earning commission. Instead of you dashing family members' money, tell them that you will buy land from Rep 360 and they should collect the commission.
Yes.
Because they can earn as much as from 5 to 15% in commission. They can earn millions of naira in commission. They will not beg for money again. Instead of you dashing them money, introduce them to people that can buy real estate and let them be collecting commission. That way they are adding value. Empowerment is so key. Is that number 5 or number 6? I think empower them is number 6. First one is budget. Yes, number 6. Cheering is number 6. Number 6 is empower them. Empower them with a training. If they keep coming to you to collect fish, instead of giving them fish over and over again, teach them how to fish. That way they are no longer your financial responsibility, but they become able to stand on their own feet. Empowering them is point number 6. And it is such a powerful point, Charity. It's such a powerful point because a lot of family members that are asking you for money, if they know better, they probably will make their own money. But because they don't know, so they feel our auntie has money, our brother has money, so let our brother take care of us. But if you teach your family members how to make money for themselves, it reduces their financial burden on you. And once they reduce that financial burden on you, you are able to stand firm. Well, our topic remains how to prevent family obligations from destroying your finances. And we have shared 6 points right now. Point number 6 is empower your family members. Give them a business. I know it doesn't always work. I know somebody that empowered his younger brother with a car so that the boy can be doing Uber. And the boy ran the car down. Less than 2 years. I think it's not even up to 18 months. The car was gone. The car packed up. The car packed up completely. The person was empowered via a car to do Uber business or Bolt business, and the person couldn't manage the car. sometimes when we are empowering, there's the right kind of empowerment and there's the wrong kind of empowerment. I loved when Charity was giving examples. She said empower with a skill, because skills are timeless. If I give you washing machine and generator and I say I'm empowering you, start doing washerman business. By the time, if you don't know how to manage the washing machine or manage the generator, the washing machine will go bad, generator will go bad, business packs up. But if I teach you tailoring, you know you can always sew, no matter how bad, you will make money. If I teach you hairdressing, you will make money. Teach you barbing, you will make money. Shoemaking, you will make money. But if I just tell you that, okay, this is my way of empowering you, I've given you money to buy and sell, that money will go. Buying and selling is not empowering. Which is why I laugh when some state governors say that they are empowering you and they give you métis, they give you wheelbarrow. I laugh at it, but I'm like, at least they are trying. Wheelbarrow, you'll be pushing it and making money. It's not the right kind of empowerment. But what can help you is, rather than giving family members money every time they are asking you for money, how about instead of giving them money, you empower them with a skill, you introduce them to our community. If you are on YouTube, you will see it scrolling. How to join our Realtors community. It is scrolling. Just send Reba to Antonia. If you send Reba to Antonia, anybody that is always asking you for money, any family member always asking you for money, bring them to us. We'll train them on marketing. Even if their brain is slow, by the time we train them and add prayer, their brain will open up. They will not stress you as much. And if you yourself are struggling to make more money, join us as Realtors. We will train you. On the 31st of July, Friday, 31st of July, we're having this open house session. It is open house session. We're having a conversation on money within the office for Realtors. It's a Realtors meeting. If you want to be a Realtor, join us. If you've never sold real estate, mark the date. It's a free time, and our office is in Magodo. Come to the office, you meet me one-on-one. We have a conversation on the 31st of July, 2026, open house. If you have anybody that is always collecting money from you, tell them to come for the program. Any family member that is always disturbing you, drag them for our open house that is taking place on the 31st of July. My book is available with the link. Somebody will drop the link in the comments on Facebook right now. Somebody should go on Facebook and drop the link to someone that wants to buy my book. There are many ways you can buy it. Or drop a phone number. Justin, drop your number so that Oluwole can reach out to you to get my book. So my book, I have two books. One is Mastering the Money Game. Mastering the Money Game teaches you how to master money. And the second is called Transform. Now, the book Transform is about building the life you desire, changing yourself. I have morphed. I studied science laboratory technology. And from then I went into makeup. From then I went into TV. And right now I'm doing real estate. I know how to transform. And my book on transformation will teach you how you can also transform and upscale yourself. So if that is something you want, send me a DM, check the link in my bio, or just look out for Justin's number and contact Justin to know how you can get my book. What is our point? Empower them, point number 6. How many points do we have to share with people today?
Yeah, so we've shared 6 points.
All right.
Yes, 6 points, yes. So I will close with this in conclusion.
So we have 7 points today.
7 points, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
So in conclusion, I will say that family obligation is very important. And your financial wisdom is also important. So don't solve family problem and you now end up being the problem. That is not wisdom.
Don't solve family problem and end up in problem. Clock it. You are solving family problem and you end up inside problem. You remove somebody from problem and then you enter into problem. God forbid. You need to do family obligations with wisdom. With
Wisdom. Yeah.
wisdom. I will tell you it is important to be a responsible child, and God blesses responsible children. But God also expects you to be wise. So, wisdom is to take the 6 points we shared with you today. If you are just joining us, you have missed a lot. We have shared 6 points on how to prevent family obligations from destroying your finances. If you are dealing with family obligations, you're someone that is, first child, only child, dealing with family obligations, the 6 points we've shared with you today are important to help you manage those obligations without destroying your finances. Thank you so much, Charity. Is there any other thing? We've actually covered everything. We covered everything. I don't know what your personal story is, but I know that you are responsible, and it's a good thing to be responsible. And
Yes.
responsible people are blessed. They say givers never lack. I've seen givers that lack, but you as a giver will never lack in Jesus' name. And as you take care of
Amen.
others, God will help you and bless you to take care of them. Because honestly, I believe that I am responsible for my parents, but I am responsible for their needs. Um, I try to accommodate their wants, but I am responsible for their needs. So I am intentional that I don't confuse it. I will pressure myself to meet their needs, but I don't pressure myself to meet their wants. I don't. I don't. My mom has called me to tell me that one of our family member is getting, doing burial, and that they are asking people to contribute money. And I was like, I understand. So here I am. I will give you money to contribute. Then me too, I'll not contribute. Do you understand? So I'm doing double contribution. I will give you money for you to contribute. Then me too, I'll now contribute. I say, mommy, it is not a need. It's not a need. Can we afford it right now? No. It is not financially convenient for me. If it is financially convenient for me, I'm gonna do it. But co budget. And I didn't do it. You have to know how to say no. And I think that should even be our point number 7. You need to know how to say no. Family obligations can destroy your finances if you don't know how to say no. That's number 7. So we have shared 7 points with you today on how to prevent family obligations from destroying your finances. And this is um 25 days financial goals, where we share with you in our mid-year reset tips and tools to help you to prepare yourself financially for a better ending of 2026. I don't care how January to June has been, but I know July to December will be much better. July to December will be greater. July to December will be more successful. I remain Tope Makodige, your wealth and investment coach. I'm the CEO of Rev 360. We do real estate. We have properties in Nigeria. We have in Dubai. We have land in Nigeria, houses in Nigeria, and we have in Dubai. We have in the UK, and we have in the US. So whichever location you choose to want to do your investment, we got you covered. My big sis Osai, love you. Mwah. As she entered, I remember Dubai. I said I must mention Dubai because my big sis Osai is waiting for me in Dubai. We're together. And Dubai provides a huge opportunity for investment. But if you don't maintain financial discipline with managing family obligations, how would you gather enough money to own properties around? Some of you are carrying so much problems that you are now in problem. You are helping people to manage their problems, and you yourself have not entered problems because you are managing too many people. Sometimes you need to lock up. If you have not watched Monica on YouTube, go to YouTube and just go and type Monica Nigerian film. Sit down and watch it and receive sense. There is no better film to explain today's topic. It is a long movie. I usually don't like all those YouTube films. They just drag and drag and drag. But I really enjoyed watching Monica. Loved it. It was very enlightening. And it just opened my eyes to a movie I can use to explain to people how to break free from poverty through cutting off some people that have become, they've made you their ATM, they've attached a pipe to your money. And no matter how much you are gathering, something is leaking constantly. You can't gather enough together until you take a break from them, run away for a while, and build, then come back and help. I'm sure you've gotten value from our session for today. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Is Friday, our last session for the week. Please learn to say no. 2 things I want to leave with you out of our 7, most important. Number 1, create a budget for your family on a monthly basis. And number 7, learn to say no when you have surpassed your budget. In between, there is 0.2 to 0.6. What's the recording of this program to get it? But you see those 2 that I shared, number 1 and number 7, don't miss out on it. I can't wait to see you. No is a complete statement, though. No is so complete. I have learned how to tell my parents no. I've learned how to tell my dad no. My dad is in his 70s and he likes to drive and go and visit his cousins, his siblings, and who is buying fuel into the car. And I told him, I said, Daddy, this is your car. Once I fix it this time, if you like, carry the car inside water. Because you carry the car to go and visit family member and you swam through water. Now the car is broken down. Carry the car inside water and you will be without a car. Well, I'll make sure that you don't have a car for a month. Then you will now understand. I have to tell him just last week, because the car is broken down. I said that, all these family members you are going to visit, I know it's a good thing to visit and check on your family members, but let us put small boundaries to this thing. So learn to say no. Learn to call them to book. And I pray that God will bless you enough to be a huge blessing to your family. Your family will not become a burden to you because you will have surplus. But listen to me good. You need to regulate it. Think on this, implement on this, and in all you do, keep growing. Bye.
Bye.